Well, the important update is a parenting update. Me and my wife have welcomed our second child, second and last child, and she's doing great. So it's been a very busy year. Most of the year's been knowing, okay, we're going to have a second child, and trying to do some very necessary remodeling work. Essentially, our bathroom stopped working. Our water lines were very old. They were galvanized steel. Essentially, got corroded to the point that our bathtub, shower, whatever, was unfunctional. And it was old enough that there was not an easy fix. It was not like we could change out a faucet and redo it that way. It ended up being changing out the entirety of the water lines and a bunch of other stuff. And it seems like with our house, once you start changing out one thing, you may as well work on something else. So basically turned into an entire bathroom remodel while my wife was pregnant. That's that was fun. Um, Not finished, never finished, but definitely in a better spot right now. We have a functional tub and a toilet, and are still waiting on the shower attachment to be fixed and attached. Long story involving a rough plumber and just never picking the simplest thing in the world. And have the sink, but still need to kind of finish up on some stuff. It's funny getting quotes on that thing because people, plumbers are like, this is like a total bathroom remodel, right? And we're like, I'm like, I know, man, I know. Um, Two children. It's not the cheapest thing in the world to have two kids, so that'll be interesting on our budget. But we'll see. We got a house at a good time, when interest rates were low. We got a house that could hold this amount of people, so we didn't have to buy a new one. So that's good. So we don't really have to worry about our our housing situation. We don't really have to worry about our job situation. We don't really have to worry about our health insurance situation. I have union health insurance, which is very good. It is the only reason two kids were even possible when it came to like hospital bills and everything else. So got through the hospital bill stuff, and we're just gonna slowly work on the house and finish it off. The bathroom, the upstairs where child's room would be. It is it's it's definitely a jump going from one to two. Things have happened when it comes parenting wise that are not unusual at all when it comes to you know a child suddenly going from being a single child to having a sister, and just the splitting of attention and things like that. So that has been difficult, but it's a difficult thing that most parents I think would have to go through. People have said to me that going from one to two is the hardest one, harder than 0 to 1, or harder than 2 to 3. We're not going from 2 to 3, but so I guess you could say our family is complete. It's the cheesy way of saying it. So, but things are going good. I will start back at work. I was off for 12 weeks. That is the the most amount of time I could be off and still have a job to go back to. I was able to essentially bank up a bunch of time off and use it for this 12-week chunk once again. I did the same thing with my first child, so I'm sure that was useful. And we'll see what it's like now being a dad with two kids and a job. It's kind of the next step of being like, what is this like? I know what it's like being a dad with two kids, but now go to work, come back, that sort of thing, and then kind of deal with the chaos when I get back. So that'll be interesting to experience. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll see. We'll see what the greater parenting thing does on our bank account, and if we have to like change our how our budget works from there. But yeah, so that's kind of the big important thing. Upstairs, we finally got to the point where we did some framing, so rooms are sprouting up, and it's becoming more real that eventually that thing will actually be livable. It still feels like it's far away, and we've reached the point where um, money will start to be one of the more limiting factors rather than time. But that's fine. Again, we don't have to worry about housing. We don't have to worry about a lot of things. So we will take it. That is the parenting update. Hopefully, if you have children yourself, you kind of understand some of those things. Hopefully, all that's going well with you.